All right, and we are live. Let me turn the music down a little here. We are live. No, we are definitely live. Welcome to anyone that's already here. This is an Owl. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well tonight, and hope everyone's doing well tonight. Because we're playing, we're checking out a brand new game here tonight. One that, from what I understand. Meanwhile, my controller cannot do this. Thank you. One that, from what I understand, is one that not a lot of people have heard of, because it's an extremely unknown category on Twitch. And when I checked the Steam page of this game, there were less than 100 reviews there, which makes me believe that this is a very niche, very unknown game. It looked like the kind of game that would be right up my alley, though. So I figured, you know what? Why not? You know, why not? I wanted to do more indie games. Well, it doesn't get any more indie than this, apparently. So we're playing some Kave Adventure tonight, which is, from what I understand, this game has cavemen, it has dinosaurs, and then it also has aliens and robots and whatnot. So I'm curious to see how that's all gonna end up looking. It's a platformer, by the way, which is why it's right up my alley. When I looked at the trailer for this game, it almost made me think of Donkey Kong Country a lot. Which, I mean, it did make me think of Donkey Kong Country a lot, actually. So you know, if that comparison is even the tiniest bit accurate, then I think this should be a game that we can have a lot of fun with here tonight. So I'm excited to check this one out. Hopefully it's going to be fun. How is everyone doing, though, out there tonight? Hope you're all doing good. For me, I mean, this little change of direction that I've had here, that I'm essentially starting tonight, is hopefully gonna be a good one. I mean, Pandora's Tower, it just didn't really seem to work stream wise, did it? Not because there were like less viewers or anything, but more so because I felt like I couldn't really play that game, and also provide a fun stream to watch. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I felt when I played that game, and that doesn't really work. So I decided, you know what? Maybe I should just play something else instead. And here we are. Now we're playing Kave Adventure. All of a sudden, I don't know how long this game is. From what I understand, it could be a 1-stream game. It could be a 2-stream game. It kind of really depends on how things end up going, but we will see. I have more indie games like this planned in the near future, so we should be good to go, at least until the Switch 2 comes out. And by the time the Switch 2 comes out, we'll be done with Illusion of Gaia, so we will be moving on to the next. So we will be able to move on to Tears of the Kingdom by that point anyway, which is good. But yeah, it's Kave Adventure tonight. I'm really curious to see what this game is. By the way, one other thing I wanted to talk about here before we get started is the whole YouTube thing. We've been making a lot of progress on the YouTube video creation side, and I think I'm almost ready.
Princess Consuela
Hi there,
in a
Meek.
hammock.
Shiny hunting. I see. Anything specific you're shiny hunting, Meek? But as I was saying before I get derailed too much, I think I'm almost ready to start posting things on YouTube. Not quite yet, but maybe tomorrow, if we're lucky. So keep an eye out for that. That would be a short. The first thing that I end up posting, it would essentially be an introductory short to kind of to let everyone know what I'll be doing on YouTube and on TikTok and whatnot. So hopefully I can post that one soon. I have how many shorts do I have ready? I think I have like 7 or 8 shorts ready already. I have one long form video ready to post, and then I have one long form video that's like halfway through the editing process. So that should be we should be good to go pretty soon with that, I think. Shiny hunting Fanpy. Ooh, nice, interesting. Hopefully you get a shiny one soon then. I honestly forget what that shiny looks like, but it surely is a good one. In any case, So yeah, that's kind of all the updates that I had tonight. Playing a new game, obviously. Going to be moving a little bit more into some indie games next to the Nintendo stuff and the retro stuff. So so I think that's going to be a pretty exciting thing. And we should be able to go to YouTube soon with not with streaming, but with videos. I know you can also stream on YouTube, but I prefer staying on Twitch for that stuff. In any case, I think it's about time to start playing games now, because how long have we been live? 12 minutes? Yeah, it's about that time, isn't it? So so let me go ahead and go to the gameplay scene. Where's my game? There it is. Okay. And we can be going here if my controller starts to function. Hello? Controller? Yes? No? Let me reset my controller real quick. Ah, there we go. Nice. All right. So so this is Kave Adventure. Let's hit the start button right here. I think this is going to be a really fun game. Not gonna lie. I think we're gonna have a good time with this one. Made by 7 Levels. I don't believe I've ever played a game made by them. It's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out.
When people and dinosaurs lived side by side, a group of our ancestors found their home on a remote island.
Interesting.
For years, the tribe prospered thanks to their chief, a brave hunter named Kave.
Brave hunter named Kave. Okay.
Yet when our story begins, Kave is being banished from the village by his furious tribesmen.
Does the game sound loud on the stream? Because it sounds a little bit loud to me. Feel free to let me know, anyone out there. Because I feel like the game might be a little bit too loud here. So Kave is being banished. We don't really know. They didn't really tell much of the context on that, did they? Oh, there's... Oh, okay. There are, in fact, aliens here. Oh, and we're playing. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so this is jump. We have an attack here. Left trigger seems to be running. That's or is it crawling? No, it's crawling, not running. I thought that was running, but it's crawling. Okay. So A is jump. We pretty much already figured that out. Here we go. The controls feel very fluent so far. I will say in this game. X for attack. All right. Pretty much already saw that as well, but I appreciate the explanation. Oh, we can climb. Useful. We had our first enemy there. We're able to take it out. I mean, obviously this is a tutorial level. Oh, so if I hit B, I can eat things. Oh, and I can heal like that. Okay. So hold on. Do those little meat things in my HUD? Do those mean that I have food stocked up if they're full? I think so. Yeah. Because one of them just went up when I grabbed whatever it was that I just grabbed. That's interesting. So you almost have like a healing method that you can heal up by grabbing stuff. I see. I don't know if the way I just described that makes any sense at all. Oh, look at this. The game kinda... That bounce happened all by itself there. I didn't really participate in that bounce. But the health mechanic in this game seems like it's gonna be an interesting one. I see what I need to do here. You definitely see all the prehistoric elements in here. Hi there, Catherine. How are you doing tonight? What's this? Oh, I picked up some sort of golden fossil or something like that, it seems. Not entirely sure what that was. Does this mean we have a ground pound? It doesn't really let me do that, though, when I hit that button. Doing food? I see. That sounds good. Hopefully your food ends up nice. Oh, it's to... I see what that button is supposed to mean. It's to drop from a ledge like this. I'm doing good, Catherine, though. Thank you for asking. The audio in this game is throwing me off a little bit so far. Sometimes I feel like it's too loud, and other times I feel like it's not loud enough. You know what I mean? So maybe I should keep the mix like this. This right here is a checkpoint, I'm assuming. Oh, we can kind of slide down on the wall. I jumped straight into those spikes, though, for absolutely no reason at all. Okay, yeah, so I can consume one of those meat sticks in order to heal up. Good to know. What are we about to do here, though? This UFO seems to have crashed in a prehistoric land somehow. I don't know what any of that means. But I think we have to get ready to fight here. Or do we? These cutscenes admittedly feel a little clunky so far. But as long as the gameplay feels good, then that's the most important part in a game like this. Okay, so this... I don't know if that's an alien or a robot, to be honest. But it seems to want to do something with the volcano. Level completed. Alright. I got 52... What are those? Beans? Shells? What are those? I'm not sure. And this golden bug. Hi there, Matt, bro. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're having a good one. Okay, so that was 1-1. I see. So there's several challenges for each level. Challenges for no damage, challenges for getting under a certain time. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, my bro is indeed here too, Catherine. Hope you're doing good though, Matt bro. What's everyone's first impression on this game so far? I'm having fun with it so far, but I mean, all we did really is the tutorial level at this point, but still. I see, my bro, I see. That sounds productive. Haven't seen enough yet? That's fair, to be honest, that's fair. We just got a jetpack, though, it seems. Putting the jet in Kave Adventure, I suppose. Cave here is really confused about all this, which honestly is understandable. Okay, we seem to have some sort of stamina bar. Fuel. That's a fuel bar, I guess, not a stamina bar. Anything over here to the left? Doesn't look like it. How do I use that? Oh, I see. Basically, this is basically a sort of double jump. Kind of similar to how Dixie Kong works in Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. is it just me, or does it vaguely look like there could be something down here? Well, at least it isn't certain death down there. So we want to make sure to grab all these beans. At least I think those are beans. Because that's one of the level challenges. So right trigger boosts us forward. Ah, there we go. Alright. Very nice. Oh, I need this. Be this way. Seems to be a hidden item there potentially. Yeah. More of those beans. This is going to be the kind of game that's going to end up tempting you to go for 100%, isn't it? You get all these challenges and whatnot. Think they're shells? Yeah, they might be shells. I keep being torn between whether they're shells or oh, let me grab this. Whether they're shells or beans, but honestly, shells could be right. Oh, we can kind of wall jump up now with this. Be weird if they. I mean, they kind of look like beans to me. I don't know what to tell you. UK, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, man, bro, they didn't specify when and where exactly this game takes place. Who knows? Maybe it's just on another planet, where they're just there all the time. I find these. Although look at this. If I jump on this, even when I'm not pressing any buttons, those little bounce pads, those bounce flowers, I guess. They essentially always send you a certain direction. Why can I... Oh, hold on. Is it because my food is full, so I cannot grab this? Is that what's going on here? I think that might be the case. I suppose, yeah, now that I think about it. They don't count towards the food counter. So they must be shells indeed. Something hidden behind here. It feels a little bit wasteful though to leave all this food behind, but I guess I have no real choice. What is it want to do here? Oh, I see. Wants me to just jump across like this. And that's damage. Unfortunate. Although now I should be able to, like, go back and grab those eggs, maybe? Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure when I was looking at the Steam page for this, I'm pretty sure I saw an achievement. Whoops. Pretty sure I saw an achievement that was like, consume X amount of different foods, or something along those lines. What do I do here? Oh, maybe I dash into it. Yeah, there we go. So for that achievement, you would also you would almost want to take damage on purpose so you can eat more food. If this is how it's going to work. What's this then? We got some refuels. Not entirely sure what that does. Okay, so that just kind of refuels your tank real quick. Interesting. That's kind of giving Celeste a little bit, doesn't it? And we can use this to ground pound. Interesting. I like that so far. They're taking a lot of... I don't think I should have done this. Well. I kind of wanted to grab all those shells, but I think I just stopped myself from being able to by jumping down there too quickly. Whoops. We're running though. I can't eat while running, apparently. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but still. We still need to make sure to outrun this mammoth, though. Whoops. Does this game have a death counter? Hopefully not. Knowing my luck, it probably does, though. I jumped right into that. But it seems like I can just attack these falling rocks to get rid of them. I should probably just do that. Are we almost there? I think we might be. Ah, yeah, we are. Okay, perfect. Level is significantly longer than the last one is. Which makes sense, I suppose, since the last one was essentially a tutorial level. Secret? Yes, it is. I do definitely see why this game, why the trailer of this game really reminded me a lot of Donkey Kong Country, to be honest. Because now that I'm actually playing it, it does also feel very similar. There's no doubt that Donkey Kong Country was a big inspiration for this game. Oh, we're being held up here by these guys. Aren't these the same two people that banished me from the village? Oh, I'm fighting one of them now. There we go, got a hit on. Got another hit, almost took a hit myself. Well, that was a pretty simple fight. But we have two phases. Second phase seems a little bit easier than the first one, to be honest. There we go. Level completed. We got 71 shells. A golden statue of that boss fight that we just did. I'm just gonna assume that those are just supposed to be golden statues. Yeah, we missed 7 shells in there. We also took like 4 times the amount that the timer challenge has. But for now, we're just gonna continue on to the next level. According to the tutorial behind me, I can throw something using Y. Oh, I see, I have 4 rocks with me. Interesting. Alright. even more ways to attack. I don't see any particular great uses for that yet. Game playing itself for a moment. Convenient. So whenever you hit a bounce like that, you can pretty much just let go of everything. Because those flowers will just bounce you in the direction that you need to go. Okay, got another checkpoint. And I'm starting to get the hang of how the movement works in this game a little bit better. With all these different moves and whatnot. Oh no. Should have been a little bit more careful. So I guess this game kind of wants me to go fast. I'm not entirely sure. Because you also want to collect everything. Unless you're just supposed to do every level multiple times. See what's up here. Because I suppose it would generally be unlikely for you to hit all the challenges in one go. I'm not entirely sure yet on whether or not we're gonna end up 100%ing this game, to be honest. Time will tell. I think I need to play a little bit more of this game to really make a proper judgment on that. Down here. Did we get a bean from that? Or a... I keep calling them beans. But they're shells, of course. Could see if we got a shell there, though. I think going up here is the optional path. Which gets proven by the fact that there's a statue up there. Tried going even further up, but there was nothing up there. Whoops. There we go. I wonder if we're gonna run into a similar thing like in Donkey Kong Country, where you have all these worlds with different themes as well. I would hope so, because if all the levels look like this, I forgot to speak there for a moment. If all the levels look like this, that is going to end up being a little bit, getting a little bit stale. But we're still super early into the game, so there's no real... there's nothing I can properly say about that yet. I'll be a bit careful with my health here now, though. Especially with those traps being everywhere all of a sudden. Okay, here's another one. I jumped right into those spikes again. I wonder if I can... I was trying to maybe aim the rocks by doing this, but it doesn't really look like you can aim the rocks in the proper way. So I'm wondering what the real purpose of them is then. Can't really aim them very well. Maybe we'll figure out how to do that later on, though. In the meantime, we have a level completed, though. So it seems that each level has a set amount of those shells. It has a golden statue, and it has 3 different challenges that you can complete. So far, the only one of all of those that we've completed is the amount of shells in the first stage. What's the exclamation mark when we hit Y, though? Oh, there's a store here. I see. I don't really know what to do with any of this yet, to be honest. It doesn't really seem to explain. Maybe I should have just collected something. And it would have perhaps told me from there. First, let's do 1-4, though. What happened over there to the left? I'm seeing a couple of spots in the early moments of this level where it almost feels like there's a secret somewhere, perhaps. But I'm not sure if I really want to risk going there and then potentially damaging myself. Luckily, I was able to save myself there, by the way. Ah, that's the point where those rocks come in handy. So those little bamboo poles, I think those are bamboo poles at least. We need to make sure that we jump off of those in time. Otherwise, you end up falling down. That's essentially what happens with those. Oh, we're about to get flying. Oh, I see. This is a little bit awkward to control, I will admit. But I think I see how it's supposed to work. Basically, you hit your stick left or right to go up or down, and then you hit the boost button if you want to go forward. Like if you want to use extra boost, I should say. Interesting mechanic. I need to get the hang of that a little bit more. That was another level completed, though. We go to 1-5. This, you know what this game could have used? It could have used an overworld of some kind. Like a proper level select. Like a more Donkey Kong Mario-esque level select section, you know what I mean? The one that looks like an actual map rather than just you selecting a level from a menu. Granted, from such an unknown indie developer, you can't really expect too much, can you? In terms of the actual gameplay, they did a good job, though. The actual gameplay and the controls are where this game really shines so far. I push this. Trying to get something to happen. Oh, there we go. I'm not sure how I actually ended up doing that. I guess you just kind of need to hope that it works sometimes. Interesting. I like that every level has introduced something new so far. Hopefully the game keeps that up. Over to the left there, doesn't look like it. Okay, I see. I'm starting to understand how that block pushing works now. You just basically have to grab onto it first, then hit the trigger. Then if you have the full bar, it will essentially push it the right way if you're trying to push it the right way. Oh no. That was close. Get up here. There we go. I was gonna say, for a second I thought there was just nothing there, but there was. I just needed to hit those bones one time more often. Wonder if I can get on that platform up there if I climb far enough. Doesn't quite seem to be possible from this angle. Hello? I guess this enemy is just shielding. There we go. I was gonna say, these ledges down here kind of make me feel like there could be something down there. And there was. Nothing super useful, but there was something. Oh, I can have a maximum of 10 rocks apparently. I didn't even realize that before. That probably means I should use them a little bit more often, doesn't it? Ooh, nice, Catherine, nice. What did you end up having? Hey, what did that do? Oh, that just ended up giving me a platform up. I see. Ooh, that sounds good, Catherine. That sounds good. I assume that was nice. How was your day, by the way? I know that it was a bank holiday for you out there in the UK. Hopefully you were able to enjoy it a bit. Fairly chill, that's good, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. But I need to make sure to do the crouching thing here. Yet somehow I still took damage there, I'm not really sure how. Maybe that enemy somehow shot at a way that I didn't see. What's this then? Game game is telling me to throw a rock at this. All that really did was create a slightly higher platform than was already there though. I guess that is kind of the point, isn't it? Whoops. Didn't need to take that hit. I feel like I could have avoided that fairly easily. Part of me feels like there might be something there on the top left there. I don't think there actually is though. Oops. Starting to get hit a little bit more often, it seems. But this also... Oh, really? It also kind of feels like we might be near the end of this level. Not sure. Whoops. Did I get a game over? Is that what happened there? Well, it did suddenly backtrack me quite far. Looks neat. Yeah, it's a fun game so far. Flexing like Joanne. I suppose he is. I suppose he kind of is. Well, since you brought him up... Hold on.
Say his name and he appears.
Gotta do that whenever someone gives me the chance, right? We get a crap blocks appearing in chat. First, let me deal with this thing, though. But yeah, this game, this is a pretty chill game so far, I have to say. I feel like you would agree, Catherine, that this game feels very reminiscent of the Donkey Kong games. In a way. I'm gonna throw a rock here at this thing. There we go. Because I don't want the game over again. Oh, look at this. Got another checkpoint. I should have done this backwards from the beginning. There we go. And we jump up from here. All right. What's this then? Oh, we can go through this this platform here. I see, I see. Oh, I know. I get this now. I was getting a little bit confused on those sliders. Because I kept jumping off of them by accident. But apparently you just hit left or right to alternate between them. Instead of actually hitting the jump button. Which makes sense, I suppose. Once again, didn't find the statue in this level, though. But with that, we go right on to level 1-6. Ooh, what's going on here? Could this be the last level of World 1, maybe? He just face planted. Well, you gotta watch your step there, man. Ah, hello there. Isn't this the same person that runs that store that we were at earlier? These people have quite the way of communication, don't they? Are we getting some actual explanation on what's going on here? So these aliens have some kind of rock that they want to put in the volcano. I mean, I guess the first cutscene also kind of explained that. Oh, I see. So they're trying to cause an eruption somehow. All right. What's these two again? Mammoth and all. Do we just run from the mammoth again? Is that what this level is going to be? I think it is. The game's kind of treating this one like a proper time trial level, it seems. Oops. I feel like we should be able to make it through okay, though. So far, so good. I wonder what it would be like to speedrun this game. I wonder if there even are any speedrunners in this game. With how obscure it appears to be. Anything up there? Doesn't look like it. There's definitely nothing up there. I did not need to take damage twice there. But we learn from these experiences, right? At least that's how I choose to process the fact that I took damage there. It's a hidden thing. Ah, yes it is. Part of me figured that this was going to be the last level of this world, perhaps. So now I'm not so sure. We'll see soon enough, though. Come on, get up there for me. There we go. That wasn't anything up there. I guess I didn't really need to do that. Oops. Taking a bit more damage than I would like here, to be completely honest. Anything up above here? Oh yeah, there is. Grab that little bit of fruit down there. I'm not having a lot of luck, by the way, so far with the Pokemon community game today. Oh no! Ooh. Luckily, I noticed that bomb soon enough. Something down here. Wait, did I just mess up? Getting a potential secret there? No, I was able to still get it. Alright. That's good. And on we go. Must be getting close to the end of this level here. Couple of hidden shells here though. And some hidden damage. Because might as well, I suppose. Definitely something hidden up there. Yes, there is. We have the statue up here. It's been a few levels since we found one of those. So it's nice to get it here again. As we carry on onwards. I think the game was trying to bait me into going down that hole. I don't think there's anything actually down there. It's a pretty long level, isn't it? Ah, there we go. There's the end. Level completed. 68. Of the shells. What if we ended up only missing one? I suppose that wasn't quite the end of the world though. Let me go to the store here though. What are all these? Bounce the jetpack's energy tank. Okay. Let's do. Increases the number of stones thrown at once. All right. A longer club for greater reach. That sounds pretty useful. Additional food slot to your pouch. Increases maximum. Okay, so there's a lot of useful. There's a lot of useful stuff you can buy here, isn't there? Let me grab this club upgrade. Brutal, you bought yourself a longer club. All right. Oh, there's tiers to all of these as well. Let me see. Food slot seems useful to me. Maybe the extra health? That's everything we can really buy at the moment. All right. Let's exit out of here. Ooh, here we have a little bit of a statue collection. There's 39 in total, which leads me to believe that this game has 39 levels in total. What's this? Oh, that opens up the Steam page. If I hit Y like that for the achievements. That shouldn't have shown up on stream though. This is interesting. 39 of these in total. Okay. What we're gonna do for now, though, is we're gonna head off for a little moment because we are about to get an ad break here. So I'm going to hold a short little break. stretch my legs, you know, get some water, all that sort of stuff. So I encourage everyone watching to do the same. We are going to be back in a few minutes though, and we will be checking out level 1-7. So stay tuned for that. I will be back in a few quick minutes, and I hope you will all stick with me for that. So I will be right back. All right, and we are back. And right as I got back in here, I saw that Ceribot Got a best viewer spot, red-handed. Nice one, Sari. I haven't seen an actual message like that come through in a while. Luckily, Saribot is on it. And in the meantime, let us go to 1-7. This level felt like there was immediately going to be something over to the left. And there was. There's something over to the left up there as well. Oops. Feels like there might be. But I couldn't quite reach. Also taking a bit more damage than I probably should. This early on into the level. Hopefully we can stop that soon. I should use the rocks a little bit more often. As it appears. Because those seem to be very helpful with the more aggressive enemy types. Get a bunch of beans though. Or I keep calling them beans still. Even though we've pretty much established that these are shells. But yeah, I should try and collect as many of these shells as I possibly can. Since we can get upgrades with them. Beans, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they are shells. But we can call them either or at this point. How's your evening so far, Meek? How's this game look like to you so far? Good, look at that. I wonder if I can go further up here. No, not quite. It feels like if I... Well... I wanted to go down just to see if there was something that I potentially missed down there, but... I suppose there wasn't. Ooh, nice Meek. Is that the Articuno that you showed me just a minute ago? While I was in my BRB break. Oh, really? I was out of stamina there, so it didn't really let me do a full jump there. There we go. It is that one? Okay, good, good. That was a nice card. Also, I'm glad that you like this game so far, Meek. I got a little bit lucky there on that enemy, I think. But yeah, I'm having a good time with this game so far. Based on the information I know now... Oh, another statue there. Based on the information that I know currently, this isn't going to be a super long game. Which I don't really mind. Gotta be careful with this. There we go. Especially since I have plenty more games lined up in both the indie and the retro category. Something up here? I feel like there could be. Looks like there wasn't though. Because it seems quite likely that we will be able to finish this game before the Switch comes out as well. We would need at least one more to add to the selection. That's okay though. Because having some shorter games in here every now and then isn't necessarily a bad thing either, is it? Oh no. Luckily I saw that shot coming. Listen. Oh, I see. It's kind of like a wind gimmick. Except you use the dash to do it. Interesting. I like how they use a lot of these little mechanics that are very common in platformers like this. But they put these tiny little twists on them. Make them slightly different. You know what I'm thinking about right now? I wonder if it would be like a fun idea to do a review of games like this as a YouTube thing. Maybe just as a short, but maybe as long form as well. Considering that this seems to be a game that doesn't really have a lot of traction online, I think that might be a fun thing to do. That's not the type of video that would really catch a lot of eyes, I suppose. But it's something that I could consider. Maybe for a short. I'm gonna keep that in mind for now. What's this though? Are we about to have a boss fight? Oh, hello. Alright. A lot of this is the game playing itself at the moment. I'm going left and right, but the game dashes by itself throughout this. I'm not complaining though. This is an interesting mechanic here. Oh no. Ooh. Almost turned into a bullet hell there for a second. I'm not sure how I didn't end up taking any damage there, but I'll take it. I will gladly take that. I wonder if this could be what takes us to the next world then. Level completed with 101 of these shells. Means I should be able to get another upgrade, right? Think so. Oh, we're still in World 1. Whoops. I hit the wrong button there. There can't be many worlds in this game, I would imagine. Guess we got ourselves another upgrade. Guess if we know that there's 39 levels in total, and World 1 already has 8, at least 8, I should say as well. Then you would expect there to be like maybe 4 worlds at most. Especially considering at least one of those levels, or at least one of those statues. I mean, that counts towards that 39. It's just the one that you get in the store. Oh no. You'd be a little bit more careful with fire in this game, it seems. Because I've been making that mistake a lot today so far. Starting to get the hang of the movement more and more though in this game, which is good. Even though I just took a hit, we should heal here. There we go. More stuff. There's a little bit of food here as well. I feel like I ran that little section there in a little bit more of a risky way than I needed to. But we're good. We ended up getting through there without taking too much damage. Whoops. Of course, right as I say that, I take damage from something. Focus on what's going on with these little sliders here. Oh no. Ooh, we got the statue there. That's lucky because I almost forgot to, I almost didn't see that little pathway there on the right. But I'm not complaining, as we get a bounce suite appearing in chat. Bounce suite, that feels kind of appropriate for this game, doesn't it? In a way. Also, I just got an achievement. I can't quite see what that achievement says because it appeared just below my screen because of the way I have my screen configured at the moment for streaming purposes. Oh, that's a nice little mechanic. The achievement name was just Take It Slow, though, so I imagine it might have had something to do with me standing still for a moment there. Oops. I was trying to be aggressive with that enemy, it didn't quite work out for me. All right. I know I've already said it, but they're doing a good job. Oh, look out for this! They are doing a good job so far of like putting tiny little new things in each level. Which helps keep things fresh. And that's the end of this one. I wonder if this was 1-8. Surely we're gonna get like a boss level soon then, right? You would assume at least. Move on to 1-9. Firstly, I'm gonna get this last tier 1 upgrade. Getting another health up. It's gonna cost 300 of those shells. But it will probably be very useful to get later on. Especially if I keep taking damage in unnecessary ways like that. But look at this. Gotta stay careful with these bombs here. I do hope we will get like something of a new environment soon, though. Which I can't imagine is going to take too much longer from this point on. I saw that dinosaur too late. There we go, that's a little more like it. Whoops. That sand there just got me completely off guard. Yeah, I had a feeling I was going to take a hit there, to be honest. But we're alive, luckily. Going on down here, then. Oh, I see, there's one of those glowing things here. There we go, nice. So, question to everyone. What's everyone been up to so far today? Hope we're all having a good one. I've been working today, but well, during the empty moments with work today, I've been spending some time doing some YouTube related stuff. Ended up writing another script today, doing a bunch of editing, that kind of stuff. We are really making a lot of good progress with that. So I'm hoping to at least be able to post the first short very soon. I don't know how I was able to save that there, but I was. So I'm not complaining. So yeah, the YouTube stuff is going well so far. I'm having a lot more fun with it than I expected to be having as well. Which is obviously a good thing. Because that means I'm less likely to be stopped to do more. How did that one rock miss there, by the way? Unsure. But it's okay because we're alive. And we're continuing on. I keep forgetting that some of these enemies can shoot like that. I'm still curious if there's a way to go up these pillars. It doesn't seem like there is. But some of them seem to have something going on up above them. Oh, we're fighting the mammoth here. Alright, got the first hit in there. I've always been very vocal about not really being a big fan of... Whoops. Of boss fights in 2D platforming games. I wasn't really a big fan of how that one went there, to be honest. Because boss fights in 2D platform games, like 90% of the time, they end up being either just really long, or there's like a bit of trial and error happening. This particular boss seems to just really love hitting me multiple times with one attack for some reason. These first 3 hits are all super easy to get in. There we go. All right, one more left. We ended up figuring it out for the most part, luckily. And we're done, nice. Level completed. But yeah, boss fights in 2D platformers seem almost impossible to get right, doesn't it?
Finally safe from the raging mammoth and the 2 cavemen, the shaman asked Kave why his own people were chasing him. The chief turned away and sighed heavily, but decided to tell the truth.
I see.
My village was struck by a great hunger, so I set off to hunt the big game. But every spear I threw missed, every arrow I shot bounced off. When I came back, I came with nothing. Hungry, angry, and disappointed, the tribesmen decided to get rid of their chief, and they almost had their way. With a kind smile, the shaman took white powder from her pouch and painted Kave's face with the marks of the warrior. You failed your village back then, but fate gives you now a second chance to save them and everything else that lives on this island, she said, pointing to a path leading up to the volcano.
Let me get something straight here. He messed up one single hunt, and they tossed him out of the town immediately. All right. I mean, you know, I'm not a hungry prehistoric caveman, but it seems a little harsh, doesn't it? Maybe that's just me. In any case, though, we are about to start World 2, which is bound to be fun, I hope. Hopefully we're gonna get a little bit of a new thematic here. Oh, this one seems to have a bit of a beach theme going on. Alright, that's bound to be interesting. These are some weird looking enemies, those ones. Okay, so can't go into the water. I just got by jumping in the water. I got an achievement called "Rules Are Meant to Be Broken." All right, I'll take it. Seemed to be a very rare achievement as well because it had the little golden thing surrounding it. wonder what achievement hunting for this game would be like. Because I feel like there's a lot of... I've already seen a couple of, like, silly, almost jokey achievements in there. I wonder if that's going to be most of them. Because I got one for standing still. I got one for jumping in the water when the game told me not to. Do I jump in this? No, no, no. I definitely do not jump in this. Which, I mean, that makes sense, I guess. But I figured I might as well try. What are these hand enemies, though? Those throw me off a little bit with how odd they look. Before I go through this door, it looks like there's something up above here. Just a couple of shells, but still. Might lead to something. Oh, it leads to a statue here. There we go. Very nice. As a snow runt appears. Let me try and catch that. There we go. Be careful here. Wanted to make sure to get all three of those shells. Almost fell right into the water there again. Luckily, not quite. Hit that dinosaur, please. Thank you. I wonder if this world is going to be just as large as the first one. I imagine it probably will be. The game is fun so far, Catherine. The game is fun so far. I mean, in a lot of ways, it kind of feels like any other... What's going on here? Oh, no. Okay, I see. I see what the deal is with this. We got a little bit of a fighting challenge going on here. And we were able to make our way through. But as I was saying... In a lot of ways, it kind of feels like any other platformer. But it has a couple of unique takes on a couple of things, which I appreciate. Like the way it does a lot of the cliche environmental challenges is I find pretty unique. The store has something new. Or does it? I thought that little exclamation mark would mean that there's something new there. Maybe it just means that there's something here that I can afford. Which, I mean, honestly, getting another weapon upgrade is not a bad idea. But yeah, it's a fun game. It's one that I would definitely recommend getting if it's like on a sale or something like that, you know. For price, I'm not entirely sure yet. I think I need to like play it all the way until the end until I'm sure about that. Although, then again, this isn't exactly a very expensive game. So it probably is worth it if if you're like a big platforming fan like I am. I like dash into these things somehow. Oh, I see, that works. That works as well. So yeah, Catherine, I don't know how big of a platforming fan you are, but if you enjoy platformers, then this is one that that would definitely be worth checking out. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's on Switch as well. Whoops. So it might be worth checking out on the eShop too. Ooh, I see what the deal with these fish is. What if I write it up? Yeah, there's a statue there. Nice. Well, that was unfortunate. There's merit to writing this one up too, though. I'm not sure about 100%ing this game though, because I feel like that would entail just revisiting all of these levels over and over and over again. Which I think, at least for streaming purposes, would end up getting a little bit boring after a while. So that might be something I would do off stream instead. I'm having a good time with it so far. I'm definitely having a good time. Like platforming? Yeah, I figured you did. But I wasn't 100% on it. So yeah, so far I think the likely verdict for this game streaming-wise is that this game would be fun to finish on stream and complete off stream, if that makes sense. I threaded the needle there. I don't know if that was a particularly hard needle to thread. Oh, we threaded it. It does make sense. That's good, Catherine. That's good. That was a tricky little section to clear there. Oh, we made it through. There are a few little spots like this, with that sliding there, where the controls get a little bit confusing. But maybe that's just me. We get another level completed. And we move on to 2-3. Part of how our progress is going so far makes me feel like the next time we play this, it might not end up lasting a full stream. So I need to kind of make a preemptive decision on what game we will play when we finish this one, though. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem, I think. Because I had quite a few options lined up, and well, this is unfortunate. And there was one that I was leaning towards a little bit more than I was leaning towards this one. But I ended up deciding against it because I would be playing 2 RPGs at the same time. which isn't quite what I like to do. Like the whole idea between this having 2 games going on at the same time thing is that there's a little bit of variety in there. So having both of them be the same genre, even though it's 2 vastly different types of RPGs, I still felt like having a platformer here would be a little bit better for variety's sake, you know. In the meantime, I have no idea if I'm actually exploring right now, or if I'm going to towards the finish of this level. I think I'm going towards actual progress, to be honest. Oh, look at this guy. So yeah, I was initially heavily leaning towards Death Bulge, which is also a very unknown game as far as I know. I think that one also has like less than 100 followers on Twitch and around 100 reviews on Steam. So in terms of size, like in terms of popularity, I should say, pretty similar to this one. But one that I already kind of know a little bit, and that I know I had a lot of fun with when I played it. So I think that's going to be a game that we will end up playing soon enough on stream. And it might be the one that we play when we finish this one, who knows? I'm definitely keeping it in mind for now, though. And in the meantime, we have a Kave Adventure to complete. As my voice kind of cracks a little bit there. Well, that's okay. I think he jumps up a lot here. Oh, we have another statue here. What I could see myself doing, though, is once we finish this game, I might end up having a look at what all the achievements are. And seeing if that could be like a fun thing to do once we're done. But I don't expect that we're gonna get there today yet, so that's a future Joe problem. By the way, I want to ask something here. I'm noticing it a lot, but I wonder if everyone else is noticing. Like there's like a big difference, right, between me when I'm playing this versus me when I'm playing Pandora's Tower, for example. I feel like I'm having a much easier time keeping the actual stream interesting when I'm playing something like this. Whereas with Pandora's Tower, I really had to keep I was really being a bit low key, almost within my own presentation. Which ended up making things a little bit boring to watch, I think, for the viewer at least. Because I had a little bit of a look back at those VODs from Pandora's Tower, and then I directly compared them to... There's something up there? No, not quite. And I directly compared them to Illusion of Gaia VODs, and I personally felt a huge difference. I don't know if everyone else notices that, but I definitely did. I wonder if there's like some kind of compendium in this game. that actually tells you what these enemies are. Because if I go here, it doesn't really tell me much. Like, it'll show me the statue, sure, but it doesn't really tell me what these things are. Which is something that I would have liked to know a little bit more about. I feel like that could have been a nice little something that I would imagine wouldn't have taken that much more time to add in. I could have added a little bit more of a motivation, you know, to collecting those golden statues. Stuff up there. There we go. Can I go down here? Doesn't look like it. Luckily, I was able to save myself in time. Sometimes having these little ledges there makes me feel like I can jump down somewhere safely. But in that case, that obviously wasn't the case. So we get a wild phantom appearing in chat, and a wild crimson artillery while we're at it. That's one problem that I've kind of had with the way the bots are currently set up. With the way the bots work right now, if we end up in a situation where chat isn't being super active, we kind of end up having the bots flood the chat a little bit after a while, which I'm not sure how I feel about. But at the same time, I also don't want to get rid of the Pokemon community game, which would essentially solve that problem in an instant. But I know that a lot of people who are here regularly have a lot of fun with that extension. So I don't want to just get rid of it just for that reason, you know what I mean? Something that I need to think about a little bit. I did catch that phantom though. Pretty sure that's the first thing I actually caught today in the community game. So I'll take it. I thought there was going to be a platform that I could stand up on. Didn't quite turn out to be the case though. I feel like I'm starting to get through these levels a little bit quicker because I'm getting the hang of how this game works more and more, which is good. Are we about to have a boss fight here? Oh, it's another one of these jetpack sections. Those are fun. I was able to clear the last one without taking a single bit of damage. I wonder if I can do the same here. We've got to be careful though. Well, there was some damage. 2 bits of damage. 3 bits of damage. Okay. Suddenly we're dropping all our hearts here. Oh no. It was putting me in a tight spot there for a minute. Oh, I missed a statue there. I kind of died on purpose there because I want to have that statue. But I know that at one point there's a statue that's going to appear all the way in the left of the screen. far as I can tell, taking deaths doesn't really... Oh no. Taking deaths is not really a thing that matters much in this game. From the looks of it. I can just take one there. In order to get that little bit of extra completion. I'm just gonna hug the left side here. As much as I can, or I just die. That works too, I suppose. But yeah, as I was saying, deaths don't really seem to matter that much in this game. So we can kind of just do whatever we want with that. Hopefully I don't mess up too much again, though. Yes, there it is. Now all I gotta do is just make it to the end of this. There we go, nice. Level completed. Alright, good. Then we go to 2-5, so based on what I know of this game, we are now starting to get close to the halfway point of this game. If I'm not... Oh, this is short time, okay. Based on what I know right now, we should be getting close to, like, the midway point of the game. Is this going to be another running challenge? Oh, look at this. What's going on here, then? We just have ourselves a little pet now, apparently. Oh, I see. This thing gonna help us find hidden stuff? Is that what's going on here? Interesting mechanic, that, to be honest. Also, how do I get up there without running out of stamina? Can't really seem to figure out a way to do it. So we will just continue on like we normally would. A little bit of completely unnecessary damage there. But we're okay. And we seemingly found a little secret as well, which is good. Unless this path is secret, but I don't think so. No, it definitely isn't. I wonder if we can have this little dragon with us. in other levels as well. Or if it's just this one. Only time will tell, I suppose. I kind of needed to go for a free fall there, by the way, because the game kind of put me in a position where I otherwise would have just taken damage. Grab everything that's in here, though. And on we go. Getting back in this little cave, no. What do we even open up? Was it just the path to this? I think it was. On we go, though. Almost ended up falling down, but luckily we survived. I feel like this level shouldn't be too much longer from this point on. So I suppose we will see about that. Oh, I see. It's another one of these. Except it's sideways now. It's not the glider mechanic that we had earlier. It's just a sideways version of the jetpack gimmick that we had like 2 levels ago, I think. Or was it even last level? I don't know. Statue is going to be somewhere in this section, I would imagine. Let's see if we end up being able to find it. I did end up taking damage somewhere. Couldn't really tell where that was. Oh, that's not even the end of the level. I see. I imagine this little fighting challenge might be how this level actually finishes, though. I wonder if I'm potentially being too aggressive with this. Ah, that is the end of the level, okay. Did not end up finding the statue. Really? That's okay. And it looks like there's another upgrade that we can get. Upgrade to our jetpack. Let's buy that. And then before we go to level 2-6, we are 14 levels in out of 39 it seems, by the way. But before we go into level 2-6, we are going to have ourselves a short little break here tonight. Well, not tonight because we've been going tonight, but we're gonna have a short little break here for a few minutes because we get another outbreak coming up in about 30 seconds. So we're gonna have a short break here. Gonna hydrate, stretch my legs, everything like that. I, as always, recommend everyone else do the same thing. We will be back in a few short minutes. So thank you in advance for sticking with me through the outbreak, and I will see you guys in a few moments. All right, and we are back. Now let's go straight into 2-6 here. Which is hopefully going to be a fun one. Immediately, there's something over to the left to grab. That's just become such a platforming classic, hasn't it? Having items to the left of the start of the level. Over this way. There's multiple ways to go here. I'm gonna go up. Because that seems like the optional path. Yeah, from the looks of it, that's definitely the optional path. So I'm glad I went here first. Also, we just have this guy with us now, I guess. Which is good, which is good. Another 2 pathways here. Going down this. Yeah, this is the that's the optional thing. I should have been able to see that, to be honest. Not sure why I didn't. But it's all good though, because we just continue on like nothing ever happened. Whoops! Almost dashed right off of the stage. This is a very chill and laid back game to play, isn't it? Like we're just kind of we're just kind of chilling for most of this. There's only been one part where that wasn't really the case so far, and that was with that mammoth boss. I will say though, I forget to look at chat quite often while playing this. But maybe that's just because whenever I play PC games, my screen layout is slightly different. So I kind of end up forgetting that I have to look somewhere else for chat now. Maybe that's what causes that. It's probably one of those wind things down here, isn't there? Or a pressure plate, that works too. This is interesting. I don't want to go the other way now, don't I? Because you would almost kind of assume that this is the optional path. Or is it? I guess you could have gone both ways there. Although remember that we cannot swim. Okay, so far so good. This beach world is fun so far. So I will say this little bit here with the fish is a little bit confusing. If you couldn't tell already by the fact that I took damage there by falling down. And it was right at the end of the level too. Would have been able to get the no damage challenge over there. If that little mishap at the end didn't happen. That's okay though. Gonna move over to 2-7. And just continue right on. I will say, honestly, I'm glad I ended up going this direction tonight. I should honestly be playing more indie games like this. Because that's a whole category in gaming that I've been kind of neglecting as of late. Oh no. No, I should have been doing more with it. So having this here, I think is going to be a good step towards that. As long as I don't jump directly into fire. Because that's not going to help much. But yeah, I think maybe in the I always, every single year, I say that I'm not gonna end up buying anything in the Steam summer sale, and then every single year I end up buying things in the Steam summer sale. But this year I might just look into buying a bunch of interesting little indie games like this to check out on stream. And like I mentioned earlier, that might also be a fun little thing to add to my list of shorts to make for stream as well. That's definitely something to think about here. Because I think I definitely will end up making a short on this game at some point or another. Even if it's just to try and get games like this. Oh, look at this! That tiny little bit of extra exposure. Not that I have a huge channel or anything, but shorts tend to get a lot of random views. So that could end up bringing some new eyes into a game like this. Which, you know, if I could do something like that, that would be, if I could even get one person to maybe check this game out through that, then that would honestly be a pretty neat thing. It's been something that I've been thinking about all stream, so I think I'm gonna eventually do it. Oh, here we have this glider gimmick again. I understand a little bit better how to control this now, though, which helps. But yeah, I think that's a neat little idea with the indie games that I end up playing. Whoops. Especially the really niche ones like this. I'm taking a lot of unnecessary damage in this glider section. An unnecessary death even. Well, that wasn't a great start. Kind of focusing here a little bit, to be completely honest. Because I'm really trying to get through this section this time around. That was unfortunate that I wasn't able to grab that little thing there, but we made it to the end regardless. So no complaints here. As we just simply continue on over to 2-8. I wonder if this world is going to have 9 levels again, just like the previous one. Wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. Come on, there we go. This one seems to have a very short time window of when you can jump on it, so I had to kind of be aggressive with it a little bit. And it ended up working out okay. Hello, Lana. How are you doing tonight? Or this morning, actually, I should say, shouldn't I? Hope you're having a good one so far. Hope you had a good weekend as well. I'll get a holiday soon. We have a bank holiday on Thursday this week, actually, which is nice. Here in the Netherlands, I know that the United Kingdom has a bank holiday today. We got one on Thursday, which is gonna be fun. Unless you mean like a proper vacation. A chateau appears in chat, which seems pretty appropriate for where we are in the game right now. But yeah, thank you for the daily moshing etiquette, by the way. But yeah, we do have a bank holiday here on Thursday, which I'm using to go to a festival that day, which is going to be fun. Where are we in the game? So we are about to be near the end of World 2, which I'm estimating is about halfway there for this game. I'm not 100% sure on that because I know this is the first time I've ever played this game. So I can't 100% be certain on that, but based on the knowledge I have right now, I have reason to believe that that will be roughly halfway through. So that's interesting. I'm gonna wait for one more fish here. There we go, and then we make it up there. Even though I almost messed that up. But we're alive. So it's all good. So it's all good. But yeah, we are in level 2-8. And World 1 had 9 levels, so I feel like it might be safe to assume that World 2 will have 9 levels as well. It's espresso makuhita now, Catherine, isn't it? Is it? I see. I even got like my speech got all confused because of that, Catherine. How's your evening been so far, though? Hopefully it's been fun. It's okay. That's good. That's good. Part of me imagines that that Lucas just got a Makuhita in his national decks, and he was the one that actually typed that. Another case of 2 possible ways to go. To heal. I've been forgetting the last couple of levels that healing is a thing that I can do. And from the looks of it, I need to do it a little bit more often. As we hit another checkpoint here. probably be nearing the end of this level if I had to guess. Since every single level so far seems to have a pretty... Yeah, there it is. Seems to have a pretty similar length to one another. So it's starting to get pretty easy to estimate when I'm getting close to the finish of a level. Here we have 2-9. Well, first I can get another upgrade. Specifically, the final upgrade of the stick. So the fact that we already have that one upgraded to the max also tells us a little bit about how far we are into the game, I would say. But let's do this level, and I'm curious to know if we're gonna run into a boss here for this one. I almost jumped the gun there a little bit with this fish. But we've survived and we're going. Here we go. In the meantime, my phone seems to be having a little bit of a moment. I always have Twitch open on my phone to like get a little bit of extra feedback on how well my stream is running. And Twitch on my phone just crashed, so hopefully that's not a hopefully that's not a bad omen, or what happens anywhere else. Everything else seems to be still going though, so hopefully nobody else's Twitch just crashed, and hopefully that was just my phone being bad. Although I will say my chat box on my PC just crashed as well. I wonder if Twitch is having issues. Maybe, maybe not. We will see soon enough though, because any minute now one of the bots should say something again. Actually, hold on. I could just test that, can't I? See. Oh, that seems to be working fine. Okay. Maybe there were just some technical issues on Twitch's end then for a quick second. Because Twitch chat reset both on my phone and on... What's going on here then? Both on my phone and on the site. Which kind of had me worried there for a split second, but everything seems to be running okay still. How do I clear this? Can I like toss this further? I don't know. But just tanking the damage there seems to work as well. So we will just do it that way, I suppose. I'm really curious if chat ended up dying for a second for everyone, or if that was just me. The fact that it happened on 2 devices, both of which are connected to different networks, Makes me feel that it might have been a Twitch thing and not a me thing, you know what I mean? But things do seem to be running again now. So we're just gonna keep going. As we probably are about to reach the end of World 2. With a big flight section here. There we go. Ooh, I don't need to jump to properly switch between sides here. On those mud walls, I can just kind of hit my stick left and right. And that works way better. Which explains why I took unnecessary damage in sections like that a couple of times today. In the meantime, though, what's happening here? Yeah, I was gonna say, that music seemed a bit too happy for what was going on here. Yeah, it's boss fight time. Kind of. Or like running from a boss fight time. Hopefully we will be able to make it through okay here. So far so good though. Alright. How long is this sector? I keep forgetting that I shouldn't eat during these running sections. So now we have to start over again. Not sure what I was supposed to do there, to be honest. Although I admittedly took way too much damage on the aftermath of that. Yeah, that was bound to happen. Okay. I'm gonna keep trying, though. I'm gonna keep trying. Oh, I see. I can just kind of dash through there. And I won't end up taking damage. Interesting. Seems to be the case for a lot of these spots. Need to keep that in mind. There we go. We hit a checkpoint. Are we now about to fight this thing then? Seems likely. Even though Kave here decides to just chill out a bit. Have a little snack. Yeah, that was bound to happen, wasn't it? Alright. Let's have ourselves a fight here. gonna be another one of those just survive its attacks until you get an attack window kind of deals. I already expressed with the mammoth earlier that I'm never a fan of boss fights like this in platforming games. We're just gonna have to get through. Biggest problem with fights like this is that when you die, you have to do everything again. Well, let me try and get that curlier in the meantime. I took some damage for it. Okay, one hit left. I feel like we should be able to clear this, right? Whoops. That was almost a huge mistake on my end. By going on the inside of that little flame. Getting real aggressive here with me. Oh, we got it. Nice. Once again, not that great of a boss fight, if you ask me. But it seems to be near impossible to get a boss fight in a 2D platformer done well. Also, looks like the dragon that we had with us was this boss's kid. So I guess it's trying to convince its mother here that that we are actually a good guy. Oh, look at this. All right, level completed. Nice. We're probably gonna get a little cutscene here, aren't we? Oh, not even. We're just gonna... I guess that was the cutscene, wasn't it? We're just gonna go straight to... Straight to World 3. If I go to change profiles... has all my progress been saved when I do this? Yes, it has. Okay, good. So we are at 3.1, and I think, given the time here, this is probably a good moment to call it for tonight. So let me go back to the title screen real quick. In the meantime, for whatever reason, my game went full screen. So let me do this real quick. Could fix it. That must have looked really weird on stream for a minute. But we're okay. We survived. It looked odd. Yeah, I thought as much, Catherine. I figured as much. I don't know why my game did that. Must have been because I went back to the title screen. In any case, we are... I think I have to continue here. Actually exit it. But based on what I saw on my screen there, looks like I'm exactly halfway through this game. So this seems like the perfect time to call it for tonight. Because then next time it might take a proper full stream to get to the finish of this one. So we're gonna do exactly that. And I'm gonna go ahead and exit the game here. Do you want to quit? I need to not hit the wrong button. There we go. And then we go into here. Where my music had a little bit of a hiccup, but that's okay. So we are going to call it here for tonight. Thank you very much, though, to everyone who watched tonight. I really appreciate it, as always. It's been very fun, as it often is. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this game again on Friday. Of course, on Wednesday we are going to be continuing some Illusion of Gaia, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be very fun as well. I have an idea on who I want to raid tonight, but I need to figure out first if they are still live. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Okay. We know where we're gonna raid tonight. Because a good friend of ours, Pumacat, is doing a charity event this weekend. Today is actually the last day of their charity event for the Crohn's Colitis Foundation, I believe it's called. They are raising money, so that's going to be a good one to go to. Once again, thank you very much to everyone who watched tonight. It's been very fun. It's been very fun. I enjoyed playing this game, so I'm gonna enjoy playing it again on Friday. Like I said, thank you very much. Let me toss our classic raid messages in there. And then we will be off for tonight. Thank you very much once again. Let's all say hi to Pumacat. Let's hope that their charity is going well. And we will see you guys again on Wednesday. Thank you very much once again for watching, and I will see you guys later.